And well caught. The last melon, none the worse by the look of things. David Bass about to be reunited with the gelding. Oh no, he's got loose again. Oh dear. Slipped out of their hands. Well, it might be raining, but the last melon's really enjoying it out there at the moment. Quite a long wait for the other runners, just circling at the start, and the last melon was just slowing down there, but he's evaded capture again.
Simon, I can just bring you up to date with this horse. This horse has now been withdrawn. Number 8, the last melon has been withdrawn by the order of the stewards. So the last melon won't be running.
He may have had enough now, and yes, he's been caught. He's had his bit of fun, and looks all right, but obviously he's done a fair amount of running out there. So the last melon will be led off the course in a few moments' time. Betting up on the big screen. Not quite sure what price the last melon was at the time of withdrawal, but Back of the Rock is heading the market at 9-2 on that betting show. And now the runners coming out onto the course. Approaching the tapes. Keep to the Beat leading them forward with Hollow Park and the grey Flugzeug. And they're away. Back of the Rock was the last to step off as they head towards the first flight. And Flugzeug to the outside of Keep to the Beat. Hollow Park and the white with the red armlets between them. And then over on the inside, Mr. Mulliner. Close up is Midnight Queen and Fraser Canyon, the stable companions, both trained by Tim Vaughan. Mount Vesuvius is back in 7th place, red sleeves on the inside, followed by Love the Leader. And out wide is Apache Prince, then Beautiful People in the hands of Richard Johnson, pink jacket, green cap, and the last two, Premier Rose, and lastly, Back of the Rock. Swinging left-handed, and just under 3 circuits to cover from here. And this could develop into quite a test of stamina. But they're going steady early on. Keep to the Beat from Hollow Park. 2.5 lengths to Flugzeug. Mr. Muller on the inside of Midnight Queen and Fraser Canyon. And then Apache Prince behind these. To the outside of Mount Vesuvius as they jump flight number 2. Love the Leader was close up with those. One that's racing a bit wide down the back straight towards the rear as Back of the Rock. And also out the back is Premier Rose and Beautiful People. On to the next, flight number 3. Hollow Park and Keep to the Beat in the air together there, followed by Flugzeug. And then Mr. Mulliner and Paddy Brennan in the yellow jacket on the inside in 4th place. Midnight Queen in the centre, Mount Vesuvius just behind Midnight Queen. Fraser Canyon close up as they now swing left-handed at the bottom end of the course. In the midfield, Mount Vesuvius with Apache Prince and Love the Leader. Then Beautiful People, 3rd last. 2nd last, Premier Rose. And still held up in last place, Back of the Rock in the black jacket worn by Sean Bowen. Still racing wide into the home straight and on towards flights 4 and 5. Keep to the Beat and Sean Houlihan on the inside of Hollow Park and Ben Post. Keep to the Beat landing just ahead of Hollow Park. Flugzeug, Fraser Canyon, maybe taking slightly closer order on the outside in the visor. Purple jacket, David Noonan in the saddle. Jumping the next, Mr. Mulliner was next in 5th place, followed by Midnight Queen, then Mount Vesuvius, Apache Prince. Beautiful People, Love the Leader, and then Premier Rose, and lastly, Back of the Rock. So racing in front of the enclosures. Counting down the circuits here, 2 circuits from here to cover in this Royal British Legion handicap hurdle. And Keep to the Beat and Hollow Park have been on the front end throughout the contest so far. Mr. Mulliner round the inside of Flugzeug and then Fraser Canyon 3 wide. Midnight Queen and Mount Vesuvius. 1.5 lengths then to Apache Prince and Beautiful People. Love the Leader. And then after Love the Leader, Premier Rose, and detached is Back of the Rock. On down the back straight towards the next flight, flight number 6. They jump 13 in all. Keep to the Beat and Hollow Park almost together there. Mr. Mulliner and Flugzeug and then Fraser Canyon. Midnight Queen is tracking these together with Mount Vesuvius on the inside of Apache Prince. On down towards the next flight. Still out the back are Beautiful People and also Love the Leader, Premier Rose. No move at all so far from Harry Skelton in that yellow jacket, and Back of the Rock at the tail. Into the bottom bend on the all-weather surface once again as they make their way towards the home straight. Keep to the Beat from Hollow Park. Flugzeug towards the outside with Mr. Mulliner in 4th, Fraser Canyon and Midnight Queen. That's the leading half dozen still. at the rear of the field, back of the rock, getting increasingly detached, not able to keep up at all at this stage as they move on towards the next couple of flights. Flights 8 and 9 this time. Keep to the beat and Hollow Park. Fraser Canyon right there on the outside. Always been quite handy, travelling reasonably well. Mr. Mulliner and Flugzeug. And then on the inside, Mount Vesuvius, the red sleeve jacket, Midnight Queen in the stripes. Beautiful People and Richard Johnson, maybe just creeping up the inside just a little bit as they jump this one. Then Apache Prince, followed by Premier Rose just behind Love the Leader. And cajoled along at the back is Back of the Rock. So the next time they come in front of the stands, the race will be on because they've got just one more circuit to travel now in this 3 1/4 mile opener. And it's Keep to the Beat and Hollow Park. They're still 1 and 2, followed by Flugzeug, who's racing between Fraser Canyon and Mr. Mulliner. Midnight Queen is next on the outside of Mount Vesuvius from Apache Prince, Beautiful People. Premier Rose still held up towards the rear of the field with Love the Leader, and Back of the Rock still last. 4 flights left to jump, racing down the hill. A downhill run to this next flight. Keep to the Beat, coming into it from Hollow Park. Good jumps by both of them. Mr. Mulliner was over in third, and the pace increasing quite visually here from Flugzeug and then Fraser Canyon. And the front two are just pressing on here. Keep to the Beat and Hollow Park, and they've left the others about 5 lengths in their wake at this stage, jumping 3 out. Flugzeug landed third from Fraser Canyon. Beautiful People is trying to make ground on the outside. Little bit of scrimmaging, 1 or 2 getting in each other's way. Midnight Queen coming under pressure as they run round this bottom turn, and so still Keep to the Beat and Hollow Park.